Hello and welcome to the first day of class. Today you're going to have a number of tasks to do to try to get you more familiar with the Campus Guide site, and so introduce yourselves to your classmates. The first thing I want you to do is to watch the 3 videos that are below this one on this page. One is from the Colbert report about Wikiality. The next one is a whole bunch of interesting facts and figures, and the other one is a pop song that goes through a large part of the history that we'll be talking about in this course. So these are just to kind of sort of get you thinking and get your brains working a little bit. So when you watch the videos, just leave a brief comment by clicking on the blue word comment in the lower left hand corner of these boxes. So that's the first thing to do. The second thing to do is to make sure you can use the discussion board. So the discussion board tab is on the home page, and it's under the tab that says home. So click on this and you'll see 2 discussion board exercises set up there. The first is 2 truths and a lie, and the second is my time machine. So for both of these you need to make a post by noon. If you can't do this on the first day, then we can make a few allowances, but most of the time your first post on every day of class has to be done by noon. So for the first exercise, 2 truths and a lie, I want you to tell us 2 things that are true about yourself and 1 that's a lie, and we're going to try and figure out which is which. And the second exercise is my time machine, and for this I want you to pretend you have a one-shot ride there and back in a time machine, and I want you to tell us where you would go with it, and who you would meet, and what you would ask them, and why this is particularly interesting to you. So after you've done these, hopefully by noon, you need to log back on before midnight and respond to the posts of at least 5 other students for these exercises. And this is the general sort of way we'll be running the class, that by noon you'll have done 1 post, and then you'll log back on by midnight and you'll have made a response. Sometimes if you're working, if you start work at 9 o'clock, obviously getting a noon posting in isn't going to be possible. So you must do it the night before. Don't do it that night, do it the night before. So just get yourself into a pattern of when you're going to be working to make sure that post is there by noon. Okay, so once you've done those 2 things, the next thing I want you to do is to watch a YouTube video. This is an hour-long video, and it's called Heroes and Villains, Hernando Cortez. And when you've watched it, I want you to write a review of 250 words and post that on the discussion board. If you're like me and you don't spell very well straight out of the box, you probably want to write your review in Word and then cut and paste it into the discussion. This will work well, and it means you can get your grammar and spelling checked. And you need to make sure that's done by midnight. The other thing I really need you to do is take a good look at the syllabus, and make sure that you understand what is due when. This is your responsibility. So on most days you will be directed to watch a short narrated PowerPoint lecture, and these are to be found in my SkyDrive folder, which is on the left hand side of the home page. And so you'll watch this short PowerPoint lecture, which is about 20 minutes. There's 15, so there's not one every day. And then you'll read 1 or 2 chapters of the textbook, and then you'll make a post in the discussion forum to answer the question that's been left for you there relating to these chapters. And some days you'll also have a radio program or a YouTube video to watch or listen to, and you'll have a review to post on the discussion forum as well. So that's generally how the class is going to work. The other part of your grade is your midterm and final exams, and these are, as I said before, a little different. I will have sent you the exam already in a Word document, and they're also available on the Campus Guide site. So the idea is that you fill these in as you go along. And so it doesn't come as any surprise what's going to be on the exam. You know, the questions are there. It makes sense for you just to, as you're reading the chapters, and the exam will tell you which chapters the questions are relevant to, just fill them in as you're going along. It's going to be a lot less work to do it that way. And then there's a short essay answer that goes with the exam as well. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to say. Make sure you've had a good look around the site. Make sure you've looked at assignments and gradings and know what's what and when things are due and what kinds of things I'm looking for. And also have a look at the good examples where I've left you an A range, low B range, and a C to D range answer for the discussion boards and for a review, so you can kind of gauge what it is that I'm actually looking for. Well, I hope that's clear, and I'm looking forward to starting to read your responses, and I will let you know how you've gone on in with your reviews tomorrow. Okay, bye.